At 72 years old, Susan Dey remains one of Hollywood's most mysterious and heartbreaking stories. Her journey, from teenage superstardom to complete disappearance from the spotlight, is filled with emotional struggles, personal sacrifices, and a battle for peace that most fans never knew she was fighting. Susan Dey became a household name at just 17 when she was cast as Lori Partridge on the Partridge Family. Overnight, she transformed from a shy, inexperienced teenager into one of America's biggest TV stars. Millions adored her, but behind the fame was a young girl who felt overwhelmed and deeply insecure. She had no acting experience prior to the show, no preparation for fame, and no way to escape the pressure that came with becoming a national sensation. While fans saw a confident, beautiful star, Susan privately struggled with body image issues and an intense desire to be perfect. The massive attention from the media only added to the internal pressure she carried. Over time, these insecurities took a serious toll on her mental health. Even co-stars later admitted that Susan was far more fragile than anyone realized. Her complicated relationship with fellow cast member David Cassidy also weighed heavily on her. Susan reportedly had strong feelings for him during the show, but Cassidy didn't feel the same way. When he publicly shared private details about their friendship years later, Susan felt humiliated and betrayed. From that moment on, she cut ties with him, and the emotional wound remained with her for decades. After the Partridge Family ended, Susan tried to reinvent herself, and she succeeded with shocking brilliance. In the late 1980s, she became a powerful dramatic actress, earning a Golden Globe for her role as Grace Van Owen on LA Law. For a moment, it seemed like she had finally escaped the image that defined her youth. But even at the height of her success, Susan was never fully comfortable with Hollywood. Fame had taken too much from her too early. She hated interviews, avoided public events, and rarely opened up about her personal life. The spotlight that once made her famous now felt like a burden she could no longer carry. By the early 2000s, she quietly walked away from acting altogether. No farewell tour. No emotional goodbye. She simply disappeared from the industry that had shaped and scarred her life. Today, at 72, Susan Dey lives a life that is almost entirely private. She doesn't attend reunions, refuses interviews, and declines nearly all public appearances. Fans searching for updates are often shocked to learn that she has stepped so far out of the public eye. But those close to her say that she is finally living life on her own terms. After decades of pressure, criticism, and emotional turmoil, Susan has chosen peace over fame. She spends her time with family, focusing on quiet, simple living rather than the chaos of Hollywood. Her story is heartbreaking not because she vanished, but because of everything she endured before she chose to leave. The insecurities of youth, the pressures of being a teen idol, the heartbreak of broken relationships, and the overwhelming weight of Hollywood expectations shaped her life in ways most people never understood. And yet, there's strength in what she did. Walking away from fame takes courage. Choosing mental health over money takes bravery. And deciding to live privately in a world addicted to attention takes incredible self-respect. At 72, Susan Dey may no longer be the face on television every week, but she remains an unforgettable figure. One whose journey reminds us that behind every star is a human being fighting a battle we may never see.